So presented and developed by GungHo Entertainment. I think Nintendo's publishing this one. At least I feel like I've seen a lot of their buzz. Like they spent a good amount of time at the last Direct showing off clips of this game. This is Ninjala, and it is, as I described it, close-quarter Splatoon with bubblegum. So this is, I believe, their second online beta. I actually had no idea. I had no idea that they had a first one, so I'm happy I got to join into this one. I'm not going into this completely blind, however. I did play, like, the first 3 hours of this. I had a blast. I took a break to take care of some things, but we're back now. Alright, so that's currently my, I don't know if these kids have a name like the Inklings do. I'll just call them Ninja Kid for now. I don't think they go by any code names. But, going over some things. Like, I feel, honest to God, it almost feels like this game has some of Splatoon's, like, own developers behind it, because, like, just by the UI and how, like, games are organized, it feels very, very Splatoon. Same with, like, the weapon classes, like if I had to make any equivalent, like, this is, you start off with the Ippon Katana, this is, I guess, the splatter shot. The drills are the... Would it be accurate to say that... I want to say they're like the ink brushes. They're definitely not a sniper. Like, if anything, what I have on now, like the basketball, if anything, this is like the long range, not sniper per se, because it's like all the fighting is done mid range. There's rarely any long range attacks, but this is definitely the closest thing to that. Hammers are definitely like low roller types. Like, I think their trait is they have super armor. Yeah, ability. So, Iron Body, defeat a foe with Ippon, with an Ippon. That's like, Ippons are like the counterattacks, because this game has a parry system, and they really, from what I've played and what I've been shown, they really, really want you to emphasize, hey, win with parries whenever possible. But I can only talk about it so much before, letting the game speak for me, so let's get right into it. Only 2 modes. Well, I can show off a little bit of the training. Weapon type doesn't really matter. Oh, you can go to any stage. Well, there's only 2. I've played mostly in the Academy stage. It's like, just like the basic, like the Final Destination / Battlefield, if I have to give any equivalent. Eagle City definitely feels more like Moray Towers. It's also very vertical. If you've played Splatoon, you know what I'm talking about. So let me just very, very briefly go over the controls and whatnot. Oh, good. So it actually shows the controls for me. So your standard jumps with B, double jump with B again in the air. Every class, well, not class, but like weapon type, basic actions. Everyone can do like a wall run. Literally, you just walk or run into the wall. You start ascending it as ninjas do. ZR is the basic attack. Okay, so this game is featured around bubblegum. So you hold ZL to blow the bubbles, which acts... It's weird because the gum, like the bubbles, are your only... I don't want to say your only real means of defense. There are other like defensive maneuvers, but this is the closest thing you'll get to a block. But like in a match, I've rarely used it to actively block. I usually like shoot it out as a projectile. As such, like while you're holding ZL, you press ZR to launch it as a projectile. The gum shoot, there's actually different variations of it. That depends on your weapon type. Like the standard is just like, you know, a projectile, like a Hadouken or something. Like I have the basketball equipped, and that, like, this weapon's bubbles are more like mid-air traps, like proximity mines, so to speak. But suffice to say, if the gum shot makes contact with a foe, they'll actually be trapped and unable to escape, and that's where you start wailing on them. Gum boost. This is... Some classes have other movement types, or other maneuvers, I should say, to get around, but this is going to be generally like what you use to close space or get away the fastest. It's the gum boost. If you have 8 or more units of S energy, which is a meter I will show you in a second, you'll be able to craft a big weapon, which just means more damage, more, like, bigger radius for your gum shots. In my weapon's case, it actually shoots 3 instead of 2. Okay, so green bar is my health, yellow bar is my S meter, so I'll just call it the super meter or special. It's functionally the same thing. These yellow orbs, you pick them up. They gradually fill or increase your S meter. I think it has a maximum of 10 units. These drones are what gives you like a full bar. So you just beat it up, break it, and then you get a whole unit. There's actually like a bigger golden one that appears randomly. You'll see the golden ones appear more often when it's like the pinch, like the final 90 seconds of a match. I think the timer is usually like 180. So similar to Splatoon, matches don't last terribly long. So this is basic running. That's blowing a bubble. The more bars you have for your S meter, the bigger the bubble is. So let me just bring a couple more. There we go. So once you have 8 or more units, again, I believe the maximum is 10. Hold ZL. Look how big this bubble is now. Press A. It actually doesn't cost you anything to make the weapon. You just need to have 8 or more present. And I don't think you lose it either. Like there is a means of breaking weapons in this game, but I don't think you lose the big one if you already got it. At least I've never had it happen to me. Also, if you have 8 or more units, this is something that the game, I don't think, actually tells you in the tutorial, but you can hold the bubble in midair to, like, gently float down instead of dropping down like a rock. So, let me just go over the other controls. Ah, here we go. So it's basic gum actions, techniques. So pressing L gives you like just a regular quick dodge. Costs you 1 bar. Really, you only use this if you want to just get away from like a parry situation. At least that's the way I've done it. So R is a break attack. Break attacks are what you want to use against like someone who parries too much. What I like to do is like, if I engage in a parry, if I win one, then I wait, see if they try and parry again, and then that's when I break them. And then from there, they're just completely, like, sitting ducks. They can't do anything. They're completely at your mercy. Press A to Gum Morph. This I also don't use much. It doesn't cost you anything. It just disguises you as an environment. They are, like, as an environmental object. They are, you know, the characters are ninjas after all, but again, I myself and others, I haven't seen anyone use this, like, defensively. Okay, so if you have 5 or more units and you're knocked away, you can press ZL to enter burst mode, which is just like, I don't want to say like rage, but it's meant to get you back in the fight, and for a little while you'll automatically parry attacks. But you know, if you're in burst mode, that means you'll automatically lose to breaks as well, so don't let that happen too often. So this explains the S energy, which I briefly went over already. So parry's the big thing. It's a rock, paper, scissors. This will happen if you and your opponent, I say your opponent, but it's like a free-for-all basically, so a lot of people can try and interrupt and steal kills, things like that. You'll see that in the match. But you know, when you and your opponent clash with the same attack, go into a rock, paper, scissors situation. So up, when this happens, press up to beat down, down beats left and right or side, and then the sides beat up. And this just explains the drones. Okay, so I mean they're not golden. They have yellow. They have like yellow streaks on them, and they're carried by an umbrella instead of like a helicopter blade. I've never seen the green ones. I think they're only in team battles, and this demo does not have team battles. It's all free-for-alls, which is fine. It gets everyone accustomed. Like, you don't want to... The last thing you want is to, like, blame other people for your loss or anything like that, right? Alright, so before we begin proper, I'll just briefly explain what my character does. Okay, so you'll see in the bottom right, there are three options that are unique to this Ninja Kid's like weapon. So this one, so if you press Y, it throws a projectile at the opponent and it turns them into like a transformable item. And unlike this, they can't attack out of it. They're stuck in that form until like the meter runs out. So they have to try and run away. So that was that. Holding ZL plus ZR gives you the projectile in this case, like the gum mines. Really good for disruptions and wrapping people up. And my super move with the X button launches a giant gum missile, which does a lot of damage and wins you a lot of parry situations. So I think I've covered everything I wanted to. Nothing else immediately comes to mind. If it does, I'll explain as we go in the match, but for that, we need to actually get the match. So let's skedaddle. I thought it was level 10 when I ended. I'm already level 11. That's how much I've been playing. I enjoy this game a lot. Very, very strong first impressions. And now we wait for the match to begin. It shouldn't take long if people are fiending over this beta as I was. There we go. So we'll be underway in just a moment. Oh right, if your SP is completely out, you have to wait a little while to let it recharge. And in this situation, you also can't parry an attack coming at you, so be careful with your gum management. On a similar note, if you partake, what is your favorite brand of chewing gum? Mine is spearmint. I used to actually have a thing for... like, Big Red and Juicy Fruit, but... they... at least for me, they lose flavor a little too quickly for my liking. Alright.
Back. Battle time! Who's gonna win this party?
The announcer is so full of ham! Oh, it's 240 seconds. I misspoke. Yeah, let's see what I can do in this amount of time. I took him to parry at all. Alright, we take those. Alright, first one. Alright, here we go. Okay, I was expecting another parry, but didn't quite happen. But this means I should be able to get the kill. Think I have the projectile, cool long range. Let's use the camera. That's what you get for taking too long to defeat that one enemy. So let me say the soundtrack is also pretty good. They got a wide variety of genres. Like, there's from what I've heard, like a little rap, a little techno, some like J-pop sounding tunes. Very, very varied, I should say. Let's see if I can interrupt. Okay, so that kill. Okay, ow. Okay, so let me see. You see me? See, now I'm trying to run around and get the drone. I keep calling them balloons, but you know, they're what they are. Can you see me? Because my targeting... Oh, that's another thing. They don't tell you this. I don't know why they don't, but, hold on. Okay, someone just launched a rocket at us and blew us up. I was about to break that parry. Good on that kid. But that's also something they don't tell you for some reason, but you can click L3 and R3 to lock onto like the nearest drone or enemy player. Got him! Break and... yeah, he got me. Slam dunk. I also like how, like, the actual displays in the stage show who has the lead right now. A very non-subtle way of saying, hey, beat up this kid. Not that there's any, like, there's no point bonus for beating up, like, whoever's in first time you beat them up. That would be interesting if so. Bubbles. Don't want any of that. Oh, God! Alright, he got me. I'm dead. Okay, then. Spawn. Wait this long to get my big one. It's not gonna matter now. Let me just launch this rocket at the nearest crowd. No, I'll just fire it. You should be gone. Yep. So at the end of every match, the players who get the most drones broken and the most econs, which are counter wins, they get like a boost in points at the end. The econ bonuses are definitely like the ones you want to go for the most. I can actually very easily see, like when this game officially comes out, I can see them lowering how much you get. Because 1,000 is steep. That's an entire like 2 or 3 placements. I would lower it to like 800, maybe 700, but no, that's not up to me. What you see, Ninja, is your own kind duking it out. Didn't actually see you post that when you did. So it was still in the middle of the match. Let's see if I can't get 2 more matches for the VOD. One away from our second one. Why don't you approve? They're your people. Just with gum powers. Literally, just substitute the ink and Splatoon for gum. What, never blown bubbles before? Never use them as, like, explosive mines? Alright, there we go.
Back.
Oh, we got the... So we're actually getting both stages. So this is Eagle City, the quote-unquote Mori Towers. Very, very vertical. He's gonna come up, right? See, this stage... Oh, goodness. Did they see me? Don't look at... Don't mind me, I'm just a sign. Oh, shoot. They... Okay. I'll just take this. I'll just take that. Parry. Alright, he got me. Ow! Yeah, so here the... Can... Up. This time, break. Now you're mine. Got him! Stuck in a gummy mess. So as I was saying, before combat initiated. It's actually harder, I think, to find the blues in this stage because there's so many layers. Oh, okay, you're coming right after me, huh? Let's talk about this. Oh, it's just warning me. Alright, that's good business. I'm just gonna keep it that. Shit! Oh, special ready. Can't miss that shot. Escape. No harm, no foul, right? Right. Oh, big one. Oh, did I cover both? Did not realize it until it was too late. Probably exactly what happened. Ow. So, something I will, like, not a huge criticism, but it seems like this game's music is dynamic in that the players selected track. I guess if they're in the lead, they just get to have a parade throughout the entire match during halftime. Or when they're halfway through the session, right? Let me just oh, 3? Got a triple? Got him! So yeah. The music seems to change depending on the player with the lead. If that's like a dynamic thing on purpose, I'm for that, but I wish they'd also give us the option to just keep the song we want. What do you mean? There are some bangers in this OST. Right now it's pinch music, but still applies, and somehow it is. Okay. Slam off. Okay, got him. Oh! Am I dead? Am I keeping first is the question. Okay, so I actually got the most balloons. But who got these balloons? I did! Let's go, me! I will say, like, some of the voices don't match the kids' bodies. I don't, obviously, no one knows the lore yet, because the game hasn't come out yet. But, you know, these profiles, like, these are people that do have names, like, my ninja kid, his name is Ron. He's like this, and you'll see him, like, on the side of the screen as well, like, on the overlay. He's like this enigmatic researcher type, like, very, like, rarely speaks. I think, I saw this floating around, I don't know how true it is, but I think something implies that, like, these kids are actually adults, but, like, the gum experiments shrunk them into childlike bodies. At least I know it's the case with one of them. Let's get one more match. See if I can go 2 for 2. Don't ask me how you blow gum through, like, a gas mask, but here we are. And again, we're also, you know, casually define the laws of physics, as we do. Also, I think the red flame, like, above my character icon, I think that pinpoints, like, the nearest enemy. That's, to my knowledge, they're not exactly clear on that either. that, or they're doing like the arms thing, where they lock. Because when I start the beta, right, the very first thing you do, like after the title screen, is you are redirected to a YouTube video showing like the world of Ninjala and some of the characters. And that's also what ARMS does for like their tutorials, which I don't necessarily agree with. Like, it's always good to have the option there, but don't let that be the end-all, be-all for, like, advanced mechanics and whatnot. I don't have any balloon spray, so I can't throw around. There we go. Alright, back in the quote-unquote Battlefield Final Destination stage of this game. Nope! See, now it's broken, and now I'm gonna wail on you. Because you are mashing! Don't mash in this house. Now, excuse me as I casually sneak around as a totally non-conspicuous point. No one suspects a thing. Hold on. Did they see me? Did blow my cover. Oh! Woo! Okay, I got away with that one. Barely with my life intact. See, now they're after me. And gum. How did I miss? Oh, he must have been out of his S energy. We take those. Alright, let me find a skirmish so I can launch this nuke. That one was good. Always detonate when they're busy in the skirmish. I don't think that killed them, no. That's disappointing. Oh well, it'll be like that. Got him! Whoa, that was close. Who drew that? See, now the music's changed. Whoa. I didn't get to break that one. And this is the free-for-all, because then people see weak people and try and pick them up. Okay, yeah, they had their special ready. Ow. Yes, Mash is best Kohai, but she's not here at the moment. God, frickin' Arc says, get us an FGO fighter, why don't you? It's anime, you can do it. Or at least add him to, like, BB Tag. Mori did say that he had interest in like Fate as a potential series to add. But, you know, that's up to any fights and their first in the day. Okay, he got me that time. Nope. Not dead. Ooh. Alright, so about 30 or so seconds left. I want to detonate this as soon as possible. And there looks like a wonderful place to do so. Goodbye. Whoa! I see you. And now you're need to wail on heart's content. Whoa, that was, I've never had that happen before. I don't know what it was, but please save me. We take those. Alright, so my second. I know I didn't get the balloons. That wasn't my fault. Damn! Okay, B-Man, I think you got this one. You know what? Third is not a bad piece. Alright, so that was 3 matches. Let's go back out to base. Just show you a little bit of like your abode, so to speak. I guess you just own this rooftop. Got a nice little tabby cat. I think it's a tabby. Forgive me, I don't know my cat breeds. Yeah, so let's round this out just by looking at some customization features. Like this is the equipment. You can add the I've only used the basketball and the katana. Like once I got a hang of the gum shots and the rockets, I just kept using this no matter what. You know, you can customize it, give it different colors. All of them have like different flavors, so to speak, because you know you're still attacking with gum. So I like the description too. Forms a ball-like weapon, not for dribbling. So shocking pink gum. This is strawberry with a hint of rubber. Leafy green gum, which tastes like vegetables. I don't know why anyone would want a vegetable-flavored gum, but I guess if you don't have your broccoli intake, there you go. Purple is witch's brew, whatever that means. Yellow provides you plenty of fiber. Don't question it. And blue tastes like flat soda, which is freaking disgusting. So yeah, I'll just stick with the basketball and chew the gum in my mouth. So these are locked off at the moment. I assume like this will be expanded more when the game comes out proper, but like there are these cards that actually give you like perks in battle. Sort of like, I want to say sort of like the weapons, or not the weapons, the attributes that are locked to close in Splatoon. Though to my knowledge, like I can't use any of them. Or maybe I can, I've just never actually tried. So there's one you start off with Sudden Burst. It lets you, if your S energy is out, it gives you like a final burst before. It gives you a final burst like once per stock or life forever. Let's see, morph gauge. I'm definitely not using that. What the hell was that outside? One moment. Weird time for fireworks. Anyway. Gumshoe cooldown. Gum Utu Semi. Okay, that might be useful. Okay, I'm definitely plucking that up. Discerning Eye and other nice abilities. I'll definitely look through those. Some of these sound really good. And it looks like you can equip more than one card at a time, but that requires ninja medals, and I definitely do not have enough for that. At least of gold. Chances are, like, when the game comes out proper, you'll have a lot more options to pick from. finally, you know, there's customizations. I don't know. I meant to actually change this, but I forgot before starting. But like, there are different like versions of the Epon Blast, or rather signatures. I like this one. We'll use that one for the future. You can't see my hair, but yeah, you can't see my hair because it's actually, you know, I have a hat on, but different hairstyles as well. Also, doesn't conform to gender either, like, which is good. You can have any hairstyle, any clothing choice as either gender, so I appreciate that. That's excellent, excellent recognition. I don't know why I changed the face for anything, but I've left them all default, so I'll just keep them that. Oh, I can change the voice too.
Yeah! Oh?
Riding high.
Woohoo! Oh yeah! Hey! Hi!
I'll just keep it on runs, because why not? I've stuck with it this long. You know, battle emotes, communications, like, that's my starting entry, and of course, my man's has to end with a dab. That's how a modern ninja would do it, at least around New York, maybe. Victory pose, my defeat sign, with hand signs like swearing vengeance and whatnot. And that's all there is to it. Like, the rest of these I can't really use. Again, locked behind the main game. Licenses, all that good stuff. So again, this is Ninjala, developed and presented by, I believe, GungHo Entertainment. It's a Switch exclusive coming out on June 24th, I think? Let me just double check, make sure I have that date correct. Yes. So, June 24th. I really enjoy it. I've had no problems with this beta, like, you know, especially considering Nintendo Switch Online. It could have been a lot worse, but I've had actually no problems connecting the matches. I've never dropped in a game randomly. I haven't seen people disconnect all of a sudden. Like, I don't know, maybe all of these problems existed in the first beta, and, you know, I was just fortunate enough to avoid all of that. So, yeah, this game's definitely piqued my interest. I'm going to keep a closer eye on it, like, up towards release. I don't know if it's a day one purchase for me, but it's something I definitely see myself, like, enjoying playing, even just casually. So hopefully this has sparked someone's interest watching. I've been Sonic Fiend, and if you're watching on YouTube, have a great day, everybody.